The case I'm going to talk to you about today is the trustees of Dartmouth College versus Woodward. The information about the case I'd like to share with you are the questions that were asked. The premise of the case is that the New Hampshire legislature attempted to take over or change Dartmouth College from a private university or college to a state college, and they did that by transferring the control of the trustee appointments to the governor of the state. The charges were brought by the old trustees. Now, these are the people who were trustees prior to control of the trustees being given to the governor. So they were the ones who brought the charges against the state of New Hampshire or against Woodward. The charges were brought against William Woodward because he was the one who sided with the newly appointed trustees. All right, so additionally, the argument of the case was that the contract clause does not allow states to go against contracts with private corporations. Dartmouth College was a private school, making it a private corporation. As far as which amendment was affected by this case, the amendment that was affected was the 14th Amendment, which contains the contract clause, which says that the state cannot interfere with private or public corporations. The result of the case was that New Hampshire, the state of New Hampshire, had in fact violated the contract clause of the 14th Amendment. The court stated that the contract clause applies to private and public corporations. As far as how did this case affect or change higher education, it affected higher education in one way by allowing blacks to receive higher education, because prior to that time, they were not allowed to attend higher education institutions because they were public, and blacks were not allowed to attend white public institutions of higher education. Those institutions sometimes that were created at that time, those institutions or black institutions are now sometimes referred to as historically black colleges and universities, or for short HBCU.